We learned a lot about Canada on the trip, and we learned about Canadians, and we learned to love our country too. And I stopped having nightmares. I guess I wasn't as scared of nuclear war, because I was trying to do something about it. By the end of April, we knew that thousands of Canadian students felt just like us. They wanted to do something for peace. But what about kids from other countries? What were they thinking? One of our last stops was Pearson College on Vancouver Island, a school for students from all over the world.
How would you affect change in your own country? Because we're talking about Canada here, but we'd be interested to know how it would work in other areas of the world.
I'm from Kenya. Okay, I know that the superpowers, or the Western nations in general, the powerful nations, do have this tendency of placing a lot of pressure on the nations in the developing world, such that when you come even to the United Nations, some of these nations cannot vote as they feel that they want to vote. So I think this is a major problem as far as the question of nuclear arms reduction is involved. I think we should also consider that we also share the world, so we should have as much a say as they do. I think that's an issue that also has to be looked at.
Mm-hmm. New Zealand did declare itself nuclear-free, and obviously there's been economic results against us, and we were not supported by surrounding neighbours. Australia gave us no support, and Japan, other Pacific neighbours. And I can't say that that I'm not frustrated by it, but I wonder what happens after you move outside of a national scale. I mean, it's obviously a very international problem, so where do we go from having a convincing national movement?
We, in Canada, use New Zealand as an example in our presentations. And I think in that sense it's going to have an impact, because we're saying, look, New Zealand did it, and we can do it here too.
By the time we reached the end of the Trans-Canada Highway, we had visited over 350 schools and talked to more than 120,000 high school students. We had traveled 42,000 kilometers, and this was mile zero. How did I feel? Like I could keep on going.